back to this Guild Wars Let's Play. Your Sambo, Seraphis Heals a Lot, and joining us here in Lion's Arch is Regina J. Lacerta. How are you this evening, my lady?
I'm very well, sir. How be you?
Oh, not too bad. A bit tired on it, to be honest with you. A little bit tired. You know, I think I need to get more sleep. I don't know, I've been working a little bit too hard and falling asleep in all sorts of strange places and at strange times.
What, in that job of yours, are they actually making you do at least like half an hour to 45 minutes worth of work each day?
Oh, she's nasty. Yeah, I know.
You know, around the net surfing and the watching the YouTube videos.
She is such a witch, isn't she, folks?
Hi, Sambo's boss, if you're watching.
You're so horrible to me. Why I put up with you week in and week out?
He can remotely log into your PC and see what's really going on, can't he?
Yeah. There you go, folks. If ever you needed any evidence that this woman has a black heart and rides a broom and has a black cat, it's right there. Of course, I'm only kidding. Only joking. Do you know what? Actually, welcome to this episode, by the way, folks. Look at where we are. Now, Regina J. Lacerta, as we know, you're the location manager for our series, and you do a fantastic job. But
yes,
today,
I am the location scout.
The location scout. Today, you've done an awesome job, though. Where on earth are we? Because this is amazing. I didn't even know this place exists. Explain where we are, please.
Well, thank you, sir. We're actually in Lion's Arch, which, of course, is a massively huge outpost, a stronghold. I shouldn't say outpost, it's a stronghold.
Right.
And there's just so many places within Lion's Arch. It's amazing.
And, of course, this is one of them, isn't it? Like, we're obviously down on the docks. I can see where we are. In fact, yeah, here we go. I'm going to pan right around. I can actually see the big golden line up there, which is awesome, by the way. I keep forgetting about that. But we're actually on a boat. I didn't realise we could get on here, and especially up the top here. It's so cool. I love it.
It is. Well, I mean, of course, in Guild Wars, you can't sort of jump. So climbing steps or jumping up onto a ledge is impossible. But this boat has a little ramp, and you can, run up the ramp, and it's completely unnecessary for the gameplay, but it's just nice to be able to, get to those little places.
Yeah, it's one of those neat little touches, and I think that really defines a great game from a good game, is when you can explore around and you can sort of see things that don't need to be there but are uncovered if you do put in the effort. And that sort of, to me anyway, demonstrates a lot of care that's gone into the game on behalf of the developers. And you know what, actually I can see over the way there, this is something that we've been meaning to do for some time, and you know what, we're going to have to live up to it and do it one day. The Canthan Ambassador, the Guild Halls guy. Can you explain to us again what happens if we speak to that guy over there?
Well, if we speak to him, he'll actually offer to take us to different islands that can be used as guild halls by guilds like we are in,
right.
Tears of the Underworld Guild.
Yep. So 80s.
And and yeah, so we can talk to him and actually just have a look. He's like a real estate agent, so he'll take you to open houses.
That's a brilliant way of putting it. He is absolutely a real estate agent. And of course it means you get to tour around and see all the different styles of the guild halls that are available. Now I think when we were talking about this before, you were saying that it kind of, something depends upon what expansions you have. How does, for example, me, if I didn't have Nightfall or didn't have factions, like how does that affect what you can see in that guy? Like, how does it change?
Well, a lot of the guild halls are sort of designed on certain different parts of the game. Like there's actually one of my favourite is called Wizard's Isle, and it's actually very pre-Sim looking landscape and architecture, and it sort of goes through. So you've got sort of Isle of the Dead, and you've got which has got sort of, looks more like the catacombs. But then you've also got like the Imperial Isle, which is a very oriental looking, and of course that takes inspiration from factions, which has got that. Yeah, so it means that if you don't have factions, and I'm only making the assumption because I've never gone through the guild halls without having already had the expansion packs installed on my computer, but I can make the assumption that if there, and we can ask our viewers this, if you don't have the expansion packs, if you only have prophecies, are you still able to view those islands?
That's a great question. There's our first question with good old internet points up for grabs, if you ask me, courtesy of Regina J. Lacerda. It's coming off her balance, these ones. Great question there. And that, again, is if you don't have the expansion...
I have millions more than you have.
If you don't have the expansions, do you get to see all the Guildhall styles? So look, right here, right now, Reggie and I promise we will go and take a look at those in an episode, maybe even today if we get time. We'll see how we go. But, of course, there is a reason we're over here, Reggie, and that is, let me have a look around here, because you said, look, we've got to come over this way because there's something here that we need to see or somebody we need to speak to. Is it... I know, hang on. Is it this guy down here? Is that who you want to speak to? The Zaishan Scout? No.
The Zaishan Scout? No. We don't want to speak to him. If you actually come this way, right, you just run down to the end of the dock here.
On my way.
There is an NPC here who has a quest marker.
Oh.
Now, if you look at the outfit, they are sort of in the outfits you tend to sort of see more in the factions game.
Yes, they look kind of oriental.
Yeah, and they are talking about Cantha, which is the faction's land, but their quest is a weaver in Nebo, which is a Tyria land.
Oh, okay, so, you're right.
So I'm thinking it might be worthwhile to have a chat with this person and just see, because, I mean, if it's sort of going to uncover more area for us, have a bit of a look through, as long as it doesn't take us over, as said, to the other game, we should be right.
That's a
Fingers
great
crossed.
idea. Well, I mean, you're right, because I would have come up to here and said to myself, okay, Cantha, this is something to do with this is probably a quest that's going to send us over there. So I've definitely run past this person before. If we talk to her here we go. What trouble these Krytans are. I went out of my way, a virtual act of charity, you see, to support the poor craftsmen of Nebo Village. Oh, you're 100% right there, Reggie. All that I asked in return was some small quantity of linen to help me recover my expenses. I fulfilled my end of the bargain, but they repaid me with shoddy goods that I cannot use and turned away the messenger I sent. Well, that doesn't sound too good. I wonder if you would do me a favour and take word to Etham the Artisan. Let him know that I wish to be reasonable. Assure him that some accommodation can be reached if he only agrees to speak with me. Okay. Alright, so let's have a look now. If I look in my journal, here we go, the Weaver of Nebo. Okay, follow the road through North Kryta Province to Nebo Terrace. You are absolutely 100% right. I would never have actually done that. I would have completely skipped that one altogether. Very interesting.
Yeah, so I thought it'd be worthwhile to give it a bit of a look-see, because definitely if it uncovers more land for us, and maybe even gets us closer to a yet-found outpost.
Oh, really? Oh, well, you know what? I'm up for that. Because, of course, folks, if you did join us in the last episode or two...
I'm not making any promises.
Well, look, we have been trying to sort of uncover more of the map. And here we go. This is where we were. All around here, you can see we've been up the top here. Beetleton, Divinity Coast. This is... And, there it is, Nebo Terrace, all around here. We've been trying to get that uncovered. Of course, that being one of the goals in Guild Wars, is to try and uncover as much as you can to get your title track. Which title would that be, Regina J. Lacerda?
The title track that we're after here, of course, is our exploration title, which would be... I'm just having a look. Tyria Exploration title track. And I'm currently at 20.1%.
You know what? I'm not even going to bother
60% to get that title.
Well, I'm not even going to bother looking at mine because I know it'll be way smaller than yours, and you'll just make fun of me because you're so horrible and nasty.
It shouldn't be too much smaller than yours.
Oh, really? Okay, all right.
You know what we've done?
Let's have a
Cardinal
look.
Sin. I've left without anyone in our party.
Oh, well, you've got me. Seraphis heals a lot. The greatest heal.
I should say I've left without anyone useful in our party.
Ouch. Oh, she's in fine form today, folks, isn't she? Good Lord. And I'm invisible. I've zoned back into Lion's Arch. There we go. All right, while you do that, I'm going to have a look at our title tracks here. And here we go. You're right. Tyria Exploration title track. And now, what was your number again, Reggie?
24.1.
Oh, okay, I'm not too far behind. I'm 23.5.
Well, I'm thinking you shouldn't be that far behind.
I know, but in fact, you'd think we'd be basically the same. What I don't understand is how come we're different. But anyway, there we go, 23.5. And
Probably because, I actually run ahead and I look at things where you just stack and, talk.
No, I'm tactically surveying the landscape is what I'm doing, kind of. Yeah, anyway. All right, so where are we going? We're heading up. Where are we? I'm trying to look on the map here. I'm just going to follow you automatically. So, all right, so we're going to basically wander north, I guess, through the North Kryta Province and then into the Nebo Terrace. Would that be right?
Yeah. That looks to be like, it looks like, based on the map, it looks like we'll have to actually go through an instance portal to get the map pip. But yeah, it should be somewhere through this way.
All right, I see it. Yep. So the green pip up the top there, up to the northwest, and of course that means we're going to have to fight our way there, folks, which is always fun. Now, who has she actually put in the party? Oh, and by the way, you need heals already. Ouch! Look, is it just me, or are these mobs getting harder all the time? Look, this is a question that I keep meaning to ask everybody, and that is, let's say that we know we're level 16-ish at the moment, right? We know that. And we've just zoned it to here, which is, of course, the North Kryta Province. Now, if we zoned in here when we were, say, level, I don't know, I'm going to say level 13, just as an example, do the mobs scale in difficulty based upon our level, or are they always the same level? You know what I mean? Like,
that's a really interesting question, because they are always like the level that they're listed at. Like, we were fighting level 11 there, and I know that we have fought level 11 at a lower level ourselves. But how I don't know. How can we sort of look at level 11 as being the same as the 16 compared to the 13?
Exactly right. So
I'm saying that backwards.
No, but I know what you mean. It's like basically, well, in fact, look, here's the second question, of course, to you guys in this episode already. If you know, let us know. Like, how does the game work? Does it actually scale up or down the monsters in an explorable area dependent upon your level as a player? Or are they fixed levels, for example, and basically it's the way of gating content, which is how most MMOs work, Reggie, as you know. You fill a zone with level 20 mobs, it means you're not going to be able to get through there at level 10. So you automatically know that you need to, go away and level up and come back. And that's how a lot of games, like I say, gate off the content. But some games allow you to go absolutely anywhere at any time, and they automatically scale the mobs to the appropriate level that you are, And I'm, to be completely honest,
it is an interesting thought, because if we went back to Ascalon right now, we would still be coming up against level 3 and level 4 mobs, and they would be like, picking off ants.
Right,
they would be really easy to fight.
Okay.
But in an area like this, I'm wondering if, even though they may still always be level 11, can there be a different kind of level 11 when you're a 16 as compared to when you're a 13?
Now that's it. You've really hit the nail on the head there. No, that's the one. And in fact, because what if, pet, come back, pet. I'll resurrect.
I lost my Sambo.
I know, and I can't resurrect him.
I've got to resurrect for him.
Oh, right, yes, that's right, because he's a pet. Got a special res. Sorry about that. Sorry, Sambo. But yes, it's a great point.
That's all right, I wasn't even watching it.
Well, no, you're right, because, even though they're level 16, it may still, maybe it knows that, what am I trying to say? We come in at a higher level, so its spells are more powerful or something like that, even though it's still the same level mob. So that's kind of what you're saying, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah. Well, if I can, borrow from Animal Farm, the book Animal Farm, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others.
There you go. That's exactly the one. And ouch, these guys are getting an absolute hammering from the mobs around here. What is going on, Durham? I'm even trying to keep you alive here. I'm going to focus solely on heals. Wow.
Let me see if I've got anything special I can bring out to help us.
You go on. You've always got tricks up your sleeve. ouch, look at that. These guys are taking an absolute pummeling. Good lord.
Okay, well, I brought out a celestial tiger.
Right,
That may help us a little bit.
Let's have a look at this. Oh, there we go. You know what? You and your bag of tricks, I must say, very handy. And these things, these celestial beasts, they really hit quite hard, don't they? I mean, they've saved our rear on a number of occasions, to be honest.
Oh, they have. They've been very, very worthwhile to have around.
So, but that's the other thing. Do you think that content like this, where we are right now, I mean, these mobs, I think you'll agree, are hitting very, very hard. You know, imagine trying to do this without the aid of a celestial pet, or in fact on your own. And by the way, sorry, before we go any further, to Giant's Basin, have we been there before? We haven't been there before, have we? No.
That doesn't sound familiar, no, but that's going in the other direction.
I know, but look, we're going to have to remember that, because if I look on my map, all that area over there to the east is actually blurry on our map. So there's another place we've discovered. I didn't even know that place existed, Reggie. And that's great, isn't it? I mean, the game is just like that. You keep stumbling across all this stuff. You know, you think you know your way around, and then it's like, oh gosh, somebody shows you something, or a hidden spot, or a zone opens up that you didn't know was there before. That's, you know, to me, that's what an MMO should be all about. That sort of sense of discovery.
Technically we have passed this area, yet there's still more of this area to look at.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how many times have we been through here? Must have been heaps, because of all of our adventures and other quests that we've done, and in fact missions as well, by the way. You'd think we would have explored every nook and cranny. So, and there you go, that actually talks to the exploration title track, because it's a little area like that you'd be stumped going, hang on, how come I can't get the last few % of my exploration? And it's probably because, you know, you've missed little areas like that all over the place. It's just amazing. Love this game.
Well, you know, there's actually on my level 20 character who has been through quite a fair amount of the game. I mean, I haven't finished the game on that one, but has been through a fair amount of the game. I'm on about 75%, and I know that when I've just been in the mood to just have a bit of a run around and not actually have to think too hard about what I'm playing.
Right.
It's been really handy to sort of have the map that I can then go to and go, oh, there's still a bit of a fog of war over that part of the map. Yeah. And like even back in Ascalon, you know, even in the burnt out areas around the pockmarked flats and that, there have been places where I've picked up a few extra percentage.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Proof is in the pudding. And ouch! Again, I'm trying my best to heal the entire party. I'm having to use direct heals here. These guys hit like the proverbial brick you-know-what. This is amazing. They're far out. What is going on?
They are pretty ruthless.
And we've still got the celestial tiger up though, right? So he's helping us out.
I've had to bring out a new celestial creature because, of course, going through the instance portal, he didn't come with us.
Of course.
But we've got the celestial pig now.
Oh, oink! We've got oink, have we?
Il oinka.
Oinka. All right. By the way, I'm not helping out with any DPS whatsoever. I'm purely healing here because we need it. Wow. Okay, that took.
No, that's good. We've battled through that small amount of map.
Okay, but again, look, you know, there's nothing wrong with this, even though it's a challenge. I really enjoy a challenge, and that's one of the great things about Guild Wars. I can cast my mind back to many a time in the game where I've been stuck, and by the way, oh my God, will you look at that sky, Regina J. Lacerta? That is beautiful, is it? Look at it.
It is pretty impressive. Pinks. It's always that little bit before sunset in this land.
Yeah, oh God, that is gorgeous. Now, I've completely forgotten what I was saying. Oh, yes. So, you know, you come across some challenging areas, and, you know, there are notable places in my Guild Wars career where I've been completely stuck for a very long time and haven't been able to get through. And it's really awesome because what it forces you to do is basically try different strategies, you know, and it's a bit of a challenge because you want it to be a challenge. You want it to exercise your brain sometimes. And I think we've spoken about this before, Reggie, where Guild Wars is great because sometimes you can, you know, play the game to have challenging combat. Other times you can play it just to wander around and explore, just like we were saying before. Other times you can be chasing some kind of achievement. Other times you could be doing crafting. You might want to drop in and do some PvP. You know, there's so many different types of content to play in this game depending on the mood that you're in, and that's one of the great things I love about this game, seriously. Anyway, I guess we're at our destination here. Let's have a chat to the artisan, see what he says. And oh dear, saying that Tai is a jackal. She lent us materials to rebuild our village after a bandit attack, but she required repayment too quickly, and each day she reckons our debt as higher than the last, so we can never repay her. Well, that's interesting. There's always two sides to the story, right, Reggie? I tell you, Seraphis heals a lot, I shudder to think what her new demands will be. I will take this matter to the elders for consideration. In the meantime, perhaps you can help us by supporting our local artisans. If you have raw materials, I can craft something for you. Oh, and we get 500 XP and 500 gold. Definitely take that. Thank you very much. And what have they got here? Oh, okay, so they can actually create crafting stuff. So this is quite handy, isn't it? Being able to actually have a bolt of linen made and a roll of like a leather square, a lump of charcoal, steel ingot rather.
So this is making those more rare crafting materials instead of the common ones that you sort of find.
Yeah.
Or salvage from items.
Definitely, although I can see here they're definitely charging a pretty penny for it. 200 gold there to make one lump of charcoal. That's very interesting. Still, that's okay. We need that sort of stuff in the game. That is cool. Alright, so I guess we finished off that quest, and your fighter henchman, so I'm going to run to him, because I can see he's taking damage. What is he up to? What are they doing over there?
I've just sent them off to fight some mobs that happen to be around the corner.
Oh, okay, well done. And in fact, look, there's another question. I'm going to ask you, Reggie, perhaps you know the answer. If the actual henchies do all the fighting, and by the way, here comes more. If we do no combat damage and it's only the henchies, do we still get XP for the kill?
Good question.
Oh,
and
I've
by
stumped
reviewing this video, we might, in reviewing this video, we might actually be able to answer that ourselves, because there were 3 mobs killed in that time. So
right.
There should have been a number XP come above our head if we did receive XP for it.
All right, I've tried to catch her out, but you've provided me with a logical answer. So there you go. We'll have to go and check out the video to see what's happening. All right, well, look, I can see we've got about 7 or 8 minutes left of the episode. We've finished up here. Your choice, my fair lady. Either we can go and explore that new area that we found, or we can go and have a look at least one guild hall. What do you think it will be? What do you feel like doing?
I actually think I really, really want to just pop around the corner and have a look at that other explorable area.
You know what? So do I. That sounds like a great idea. Oh, and I've got an item here. There's a chest as well. I don't suppose you've got any keys.
For once, Sambo, and I agree on something.
Yeah, I know. Amazing. I think the world's going to fall apart. Goodness me. And seriously, the sky here, I still can't get over it. It's just incredible. I love my snow zones. But the other thing I'm a huge sucker for are red sunsets in any game. I mean, I can just run around in an area that has a sunset in it and just be happy. I don't have to do anything. I just love it.
Sunsets are and I love the way that the clouds sort of are slowly moving over the sunset as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh boy, with all the excitement of Guild Wars 2, and by the way, folks, just to remind you all, once again, both Regina J. Lacerda and myself will be covering off Guild Wars 2 in a full Let's Play. Don't worry, we'll be doing that as soon as we possibly can after the game is actually released for realsies. We'll be doing that. In fact, I think, Reggie, we still have a date for a queue, perhaps at a midnight launch or something like that. We'll see how we go. But we will definitely be covering it off. Although one question that we do have that I don't actually have an answer for right now, and I don't know, Reggie, you can give your thoughts on this one. A lot of people are saying, are you going to be giving up Guild Wars 1 when Guild Wars 2 comes out? And that's a really good question. Where are we? Here we go. We're going through the portal. Now, we haven't discussed this at all, but what are your initial thoughts about that, Reggie?
Well, where I am, I mean, I love Guild Wars, and I there's no way I can see myself not playing it, even though Guild Wars 2 comes out. Like, I can see us sort of playing both.
Right, I'm exactly the same.
As far as the Let's Play go, I would not want to give up the Let's Play because I do enjoy doing the Guild Wars Let's Play, and I can't remember which way it was to that other land. Was it?
I think, yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, it's down here. You're right.
It was a sharp corner.
No, it's south, I think. Pretty sure it's south, and yeah, I think it's down this way. Where have you gone?
Okay.
So I've run off without you.
I don't know. I think I've gone the wrong way.
Oh, no, you're right. Let's have a look. Where are we going? All right, so, yeah, no,
there was a signpost
right.
you saw at some point.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it is down this path.
Yeah, so look, I think it's kind of up in the air, actually, because it comes down to how much time you and I actually have to be able to do 2 Let's Plays instead of just this one. And yeah, I mean, from my perspective, I wouldn't want to give this up. I love playing the game. I love, the interaction that we get from people who watch the game. So yeah, look, it would, if we had to give it up, it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be because we want to.
Yeah, I think that's my sentiments as well. So either way, I think the answer is that there will still be a weekly Guild Wars. And by the way, is this where we need to go? No, Escalon Settlement. Hang on, where are we?
No, yeah, up here there was a signpost to Giant's Basin, and that's where we were looking. So we haven't got Giant's Basin on the map.
Okay. Oh, all right. So this is basically from here on out is going to be unexplored territory, is it?
It looks like it.
All right, that's exciting.
Yeah, around the corner and down a bit.
All right, I like that idea. I like the idea of that. So yes, what we're saying is either way, there will definitely be at least weekly Guild Wars content, and I'd imagine that obviously when Guild Wars 2 comes out, as far as the Let's Play is concerned, and you're right, by the way, Reggie, making a distinction there, personally, I will never stop playing Guild Wars 1 because I love it. I absolutely love it. And just like you, even with Guild Wars 2 around, I will still play Guild Wars 1 because to my mind, they're actually quite different games. Like, they feel very different. And I think that each one has its place. But in terms of the Let's Play, without a doubt, when it first comes out at least, we will be focusing, I'd imagine, on Guild Wars 2 only. And it's always down to time. Time is our biggest enemy here. So I'd say that the worst possible outcome is that we will only do Guild Wars 2 and come back to Guild Wars 1 for special events every now and then. I'd say that is what's going to happen. But of course, we'll let you guys know closer to the time. That's probably my best guess. What do you reckon, Reggie?
That sounds about... Yeah, that sounds like it sums it up a bit.
All right.
Well, now I've got a signpost that goes back to Lion's Arch.
Yeah, I know. Hang on. So before... Okay, so... I'm just looking on the map. Is this another way to get to Lion's Arch? You can see we're heading... Well, my map anyway, if we head down here... Hang on. Oh, my lord. Whoa. Look at this. Come over here. This is awesome, this view. And I think we can get down there. This is a whole area that's unexplored, Reggie, I've found. It's all blurry on the map, but it's north of Lion's Arch. Look down there. What is that?
Wow.
I don't think I've ever been down there.
Swampland.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look at that. We were just talking about exploring.
Tally-ho and forward.
Whoa, talking about exploring and discovering things quite by accident. This, quite literally, is a place I've never seen in the entire time I've played Guild Wars. I don't even know what it is. What is this? And I'm going, oh, what is that? A reed stalker. Okay, this is awesome. This is fantastic. I've never had a quest down here either. Have you ever been here before?
I have been through lands that look like this, but I can't 100% say of this specific area I have explored.
I absolutely haven't. I've never seen it in my life. And hey, there's a quest over here, Reggie. I'm just going to draw on the map. Up there. There's the ping.
Really?
Yep, there's a quest. Wow. You know what, this is classic because we were just talking about this sort of thing happening in the game and, why this game is so great. And look at that, it's truly happened. It's as if we scripted it. I honestly, this is amazing. Fantastic. And of course, it's that great sense of discovery that you get as well, which is, I think, one of the reasons a lot of people play MMOs is that sense of adventure and discovering new lands, you know, it's just that sort of thing. And we've done it right here and right now. That's fantastic. Proving the point, I guess. Although they're going to make us fight for it, Reggie.
Where's it? Oh, I could barely even see that over there.
I know.
It's so foggy here.
It is. I love this area. This is so cool. This is what playing an MMO is all about. This is what all MMOs should be like. Oh boy. All right. Well, can you believe it? We've found this and we've run out of time. Just as we get to the exciting bit, as we look around here, this amazing swampland, which is somewhere, I mean, you don't see this sort of scenery in the game very often, and a brand new quest. I guess what we should do, rather than leave it on a total cliffhanger, let's have a chat to him at least. What's he doing?
Uh-oh. I actually chatted to him, and it looks like a quest that is activated by talking to him.
Wow, okay, yeah, it looks like we're having to defend stuff. Hang on, let me see if I can pick it up as well while you're fighting there. Hello there, am I ever glad to see you? I was out here trying to transcribe. Hang on, there we go. Let's talk to him again. Trying to transcribe some of the images engraved on these ruins. And, well, normally this... Oh, it keeps going away. Come back. Normally this is such a trivial task, but this time whenever I begin, shadowy nightmares emerge from the ground and drive me away. You appear to be a capable monk. Could you keep the nightmares away while I finish my work? Okay, I wonder if I accept this as well, which I've just done. I wonder if that is going to double the amount of enemies that come through. That would be bad.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good because these are level 15. However, they seem to be being able to be fought quite easily.
Yeah, they seem to be dropping okay, don't they? Oh, and there's more coming in. I must admit, I do love the nightmare models here. Look at that, folks, as it scoots past the black shadowy figure with the yellow spots on it there. They're very, very well designed. Really cool looking mob.
Cool.
Yeah. Gonna keep my heels up again, Reggie. Gosh.
Oh, and it looks like that's it.
Alright, let's see. I wonder if my quest log updated. Yes, return to him. Can't believe we discovered this guy. This is great. And there we go. Mantra of Lightning and Dwayner's Kiss. Oh, new skills. Whoa, Reggie, this is awesome.
Awesome.
This is great. I'm going to equip mine later. Mantra of Lightning, because that's a... Oh, hang on. Dwayner's Kiss. Here we go. I've got myself a priest one. Heal the target other ally for 42 health and an additional 25 health for each enchantment or hex on that ally. Very handy later on. I'm going to equip that later, but that's very handy. Did you get a couple of skills as well?
I do. I've got what looks like a necromancer quest. It's called Dark Aura. It's an enchantment spell for 30 seconds. Whenever target ally sacrifices health, Dark Aura deals 20 shadow damage to adjacent foes, and you lose 10 health.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that is actually one of those, you know, is it worth hitting someone and taking the damage yourself?
Gotcha.
But then I've also got Determined Shot, which is a hunter, a ranger skill. Right. It's a bow attack. So if Determined Shot hits, you strike for plus 11 damage. If Determined Shot fails to hit, all your attack skills are recharged.
Wow.
That actually sounds quite... Yeah, that actually sounds quite useful.
I was going to say, you almost want it not to hit so that you get everything recharged. That sounds... You know what?
Yeah.
Well, that's the great thing about Guild Wars, of course, is that you can drop that on your skill bar and give it a go, see what it's like. If you don't like it, you can shelve it. You can swap it out with something else. That's the way Guild Wars works. Well, look at this, folks. If we have a look at our map, you can see we're actually sort of... Oh, I guess we could make our way down south to Lion's Arch. There must be another entrance that I didn't know about, and that's definitely something that I'd love to explore, but it will have to sadly wait till another episode because we are already well over time. So just as we discover somewhere new and of course do that quest there, we have to run away. But I promise you we'll come back here and we'll take a look and see if we can find a way down to Lion's Arch from here, because that is certainly something new for me. How's that, Reggie? What a fantastic episode that turned out to be, because the very thing that we were talking about happened quite coincidentally. I love it.
That is pretty cool.
Very, very cool. And of course, always adding to our Explorer title track. There she goes as she plays the flute. I think she's going to send us off. And look at that, she's got all of the henchmen. We've got a band going on. We've got Durham up the back there playing guitar. We've got good old Stefan here playing the flute. And we've got Alicia playing the drums. And of course, as always, we've got Regina J. Lacerta playing the full. But anyway, that is it from us. We need to get out of here. On behalf of myself, Sambo, Seraphis Healsalot, and the wonderful Regina J. Lacerta, it's us saying take care. Certainly hope you're having a great day wherever in the world you are. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.
Bye.